All right, everyone, we are here with what would be War 5 of Season 36 against Jedi Assassins. Jedi Assassins are one of a handful of alliances we decided to have chill wars against, so we are not class boosting here, max boosting, rainbow boosting, saving grays when we can, and sometimes testing a lot of stuff. But today I'm taking in Mr. Negative, Shang-Chi, and Cosmic Ghost Rider. I've got Path 9 in Section 1 and Path 3 in Section 2. And I had one mini boss on Boss Island planned, but in this video we will have two. So since it is a chill war, we're going to go ahead and take this Aarkus without a White Magneto pre-fight. The benefit there is just so that we have a very reliable, parry-heavy situation instead of having to worry about tenacity here and there and looking for the timer to be on cooldown. But the game plan here is the same as it has been. I'm also going to, since we don't have a White Magneto pre-fight, throw an invulnerability boost on, just because we have some in overflow and ready to expire. So that's just to tank some special 3s if we can't get a special 1 or 2 out of Aarkus. But parry, watch the tenacity, medium light medium wushu for cleanse, parry heavy while tenacity is on cooldown. So there are going to be a few times where I parry expecting it to kind of get shrugged, so you don't see me attack like there. But then once I see the call out, then I go ahead and go for the reliable parry heavy to reset wushu. We're doing this all the way until we get to special 2. And now that we're here, we're going to drop the cleanse wushu into special 2. Shrugging any debuffs we get from the node, and out he goes. So not even max boosted. Pretty easy solo for a rank 3 Aarkus. Moving on to Wong here. Now, after last season, it was pretty normal to go in this fight and not worry about his blue spell and triggering buffs during it because you had a bunch of Defiance champs. So it actually completely slipped my mind to be ready for the blue spell when I'm triggering dexterity, or even when I'm doing a heavy reset and triggering precision buffs. So here, still pretty smooth, medium light medium for cleanse wushu, parry heavy to reset. We are paying attention to his charges, and unfortunately when I got to the special 2 here, I actually thought I was closer to 35, maybe even 25 on his charges. Did not realize I was close to 50. And here we're in the blue spell, so we triggered a dexterity buff there, which led to unstoppable. And he's still in blue. So after we get this special 2 out, we are actually going to go for a parry heavy, which triggers buffs as well. And that leads to another unstoppable. And here, we needed to knock him down. So we weren't actually able to, but luckily he's out of that range of thorn energy damage. And we throw a special 2 and down he goes. So pretty lucky that it worked out in our favor. That invulnerability boost really saved our butt. And then we go into Peni Parker here on Power Snack with Mr. Negative. One of 2 reasons I brought him this war instead of a different science champ like Void or Mr. Fantastic. Just because I know he works here, it just can be tricky with the AI cooperating and holding up her block. Especially lately, we've had a string of AIs that used to be able to hesitate just a little bit when their block is up to go into them, to go hit into their block. And lately the AI has been catching that and will actually dash back as soon as you dash in and then meet you with a step back intercept. So game plan here was to build just a little bit of dark energy to start so that we're prepared to go over 10 right before dropping a special 2. And now that we are pretty set or pretty close to getting to a special 2 and enough dark energy, we are hitting into her block to get the shield down. I take a few risky hits there to kind of, deal with spacing and not get cornered. And down her shield goes. So now I'm going to parry heavy, bait out this special attack, combo to get some energy, evade counter, combo into special 2. We're not max boosted here, no science class boosts. But we do have a decent amount of degen there, so 17 you know, barely outside of the cap. And it doesn't quite do it since this is a rank 4 Penny Parker. So now we're going to go through that whole thing kind of again, but now we got to get rid of the shield before we evade counter. And unfortunately, with how little health she has, it's going to be very difficult or very pointless to even get to a special 2 with the max amount of charges or more than 10. We're actually going to end up taking her out just from doing combos and from our immunity to buff or to power snack. So you see that little red number that shows up every time we trigger a buff. It's actually what's going to finish her off along with our combos. So I could throw a special 1 here. I could just not worry about trying to build the special 2. But we're just better off comboing her and keeping her in her corner. Do a little cheeky evade counter just to bank some dark energy in case we get there. And here she has a last little bit. You're actually going to see me try to trigger a dexterity buff just to kind of end this fight. And it's going to take several dashbacks before I finally trigger one to finish this fight. So not one there. I think we get one right. Nope, not one there. There, and down she goes. So pretty safe fight as long as we're on our toes about what the AI is going to do as far as giving us openings and whatnot. Okay, and then Cosmic Ghost Rider here. We can pretty much prevent Silver Surfer from getting an armor up buff, so we actually don't have to worry about glanced attacks. But I'm going to stick to parry heavy, parry combo ending with a light, parry combo ending with a medium into special 2. And he is a sick and tired champ, so we are going to end up doing getting a heal block bonus when we get enough armor ups or armor breaks. But also Damnation is heal block, so a duped Cosmic Ghost Rider actually handles this global as well, even if he didn't have the attack tactic. Now, since this is a chill war, we are actually experiencing Cosmic Ghost Rider without the cosmic boosts. So large number of armor breaks. I'm going through the cycle again. Heavy, end with a medium, end with a light, into special 2. And it's actually getting the job done. And there we ended up with a heavy, finishing the fight. And you're going to see that with the next 2 Cosmic Ghost Rider fights. So he doesn't actually need cosmic boosts. So when you see me in a real war just kind of overboost, that's just to save time, less mistakes, or less risk of mistakes. But yeah, we're not even going to care about strike counter here. By the time we get through the rotation to special 2, he's only going to gain 1 penetration charge. There it is. And then we're going to reset it on the special 2. And that's going to be the same thing we do this entire node. So there's the parry heavy. We're going to go ahead. And the parry heavy was a bit too soon. Damnation was still up, so we had to re-trigger it. End with a light, end with a medium into special 2. And then I do believe we end up taking Killmonger out with just some combo attacks from all his armor breaks. But you can see I'm still just going through that same rotation, heavy, medium, light, special 2. So he has one more fight. We actually did not have a good option assigned to this King Groot, so I decided to take it with Cosmic Ghost Rider since he does have the vigilance buff off of ending with a medium attack from a combo. So I'm actually going to PS1 here because it gives you a good setup at the start where you can get to special 2 before he has a chance to throw special 1 and therefore not worry about triggering dexterity. However, King Groot doesn't actually have a special attack that's going to be unblockable or one that you don't want to block, so it does not actually matter. But this will at least give me the full duration or the duration of the vigilance buff covering all of special 2. So here we're just going to repeat the reverse order of his normal special 2 rotation. That's where we do the medium ending combo before the light ending combo, and then when we have enough power, go into a special 2. And you can see here it works perfectly fine. Damnation removes all the fury. We do have a white Magneto pre-fight for this fight, which is perfect because now we don't have to worry about our stun debuff being shrugged off of a parry, and that just allows Cosmic Ghost Rider to just go to town in his natural rotation. There we don't actually trigger 5 judgments because we did not do the End with a Light before throwing the special 2. So it was just me being a little eager to kind of finish it, but there we get it, trigger Damnation, and then we're already at special 2, and that finishes the fight. So Cosmic Ghost Rider, definitely one of 3 very important champs for this global tactic for this season and next. And then here, I actually planned to give this up to a Scorpion, but we were running out of time for who was going to take the boss, so I ended up taking it with Mr. Negative, which was the original plan. I was hesitant to take this because it normally needs a Mr. Fantastic just to kind of deal with the power gain before I get to special 2. And you're going to see why here. This first attempt I mess up, trigger Dexterity there, and then just decide to let it disappear instead of converting it because I did not expect the power gain to be that much, and I was proven horribly wrong. And then here I tried to get some light energy off that special 1. It did not work out, which means we're going to end up dropping a special 2, and we really need to drop a special 2 soon without enough dark energy to finish the fight. So you really want more than 10 there, maybe even more. But that's where the Mr. Fantastic pre-fight comes into play, the Petrify. You get to manage his power gain a little bit more so you can squeeze out some more dark energy before dropping a special 2 and finish him off. And as you can see there, without rainbow boosting or that extra dark energy, it's just not enough to take Mangog out. Now we're in a horrible position to finish this fight, and out we go with the second special 2. So we revive, we go back in, we don't heal up. We still have time on our PS1, and here is actually how that first attempt should have gone. And as you can see here, even with going through the actions properly, we are going to have a Mangog that when we get to special 2, he's going to be sitting at special 2. All right, so we're going to evade counter off this blocked hit, throw the special 2. This could have been more than enough degen to knock him out the first time, especially rainbow boosts. But you saw there, pretty risky because he's sitting there with a special 2. But that was the end of my war. Like I said, it was a chill war. We actually ended up losing quite a few attack bonuses. And then we ended up losing this war, obviously, 5-41. So only a few chill wars we're going to have. The rest of the season, we're going to push. We have to keep the T1 multiplier, but we're really not focused on the podium this season, while ranked rewards are what they are. So hoping for that buff to rank rewards next season. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit subscribe, like, follow, and share, and I will catch you guys at the next war.